Yo, yo. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. What up, though? Don't forget to smack that thumbs up. What up, though? What's good? Wait for a few more people to get up in here. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up, guys. What up? What it do? Hopefully everybody had a great work week. I know some of y'all got to work tomorrow. What up, though? Brandon, Sean, William. Big salute to Sean. Thank you for the donation on PayPal. Salute to you. Salute. Just working something over here. And I saw one of the craziest interviews I saw in a long time. I actually put it in, I think I put it in DST and streaming outside the lines. I don't know if y'all watched it or not, but it was quite disturbing. All right. It was quite disturbing. If y'all are not, I'm just doing something right quick. It was so crazy how that interview was. All right. Very, very crazy. Hold up. Yeah, that was super crazy. That interview was it was a little bit different, but what up though? I'm gonna do my little thing right here. We definitely gonna chop it up, and then I'm gonna send Brandon the link because he actually had the Z9X Pro. I'm assuming that he played around with it, know all the ins and outs of it. He ordered it from that site. We'll see how long it took him to get it. So we'll get some information from him as far as performance. Is it worth even upgrading? That's one of the questions we're definitely asking. He got the model that looks just like this with the two antennas. Look, I just broke my antennas. But he got the ones like this, the skinny one that has that one. So, damn, I just broke my antenna up in this joint. Grabbing it. Oh no, I didn't. I'm about to say, I know this one is. This one. I'm about to say, well, damn. I just pulled it out, right? Some of that will go over y'all head. But what up, though? What is good? Hey, so I'm gonna get right off into it. I did put the link. If you're not familiar with our Facebook group, there are two of them, DST and streaming outside the lines. All right, we do a little bit more. We share a little bit more. We get a little gritty, but neither of the platforms are. Neither of them. No, I ain't trying to go there. Hold up, guys. Neither of the platforms are for selling anything. All right. We should be getting our hustle on our own. That's all. If you want the hustle, go ahead, open up, a YouTube page and stuff. Direct them to you. All right. But let me do this right here. Streaming outside the lines. All right. Let me show you this right here. All right. Let me show you this right here. This is one of the this interview was so disrespectful of this young. Well, he 37. I ain't gonna say young, but he almost 40. But he's 37 and he's running for president. And yes, this is part of streaming. Yes, I streamed it. I watched the whole thing. All right, I watched the whole entire interview, the whole thing. So, again, this is streaming outside the lines right here. I'm telling you guys, if you didn't watch that interview and watch the foolishness that happened on this, I don't watch I don't listen to them as often as I used to, because they right now they're trying to push an agenda, you know, um, and I'm just not into it. I can care less what you want to be in life and all of that, but it's just something that I'm not going to, listen to, or I don't want to be hearing about, the stuff that goes on on that show right here. I mean, it's just, you know, two grown men. It used to be three of them. Two grown men that sits back and play these little jokes and trying to push just force an agenda on you. And again, I'm not. Listen, you can be what you want to be, but I'm not gonna let you force it down my throat. So they have lost a lot of ratings on this show, on this, and they was number one, and now Steve Harvey, of course, is, if I'm not mistaken, like uh, at least in the black community, number one syndicated show, in America. Breakfast Club held that title for probably 4, 5, 6, 7 years, but the last 4 or 5 years it's been going down. But this guy right here was totally disrespected. And the thing about it, I was thinking about going to this with DJ Envy. He's throwing a little get together party here in Detroit. And I was thinking about going, but the foolishness has to stop. All these little you doing whatever you got to do to force an agenda, and then to disrespect the man like that was total. And the young lady who works, I think she worked for BET, and right now BET and the Breakfast Club got some type of relationship. She came on that. Listen, I don't care if you independent. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. Just watch the interview and watch the foolishness. And now some people gonna say, "Oh man, I came on here to see what device and whatever talking about." This is a streaming platform. We stream over here. All right. I'm sorry that we're talking about this, but I streamed this on my phone while I was at work, and I listened to the interview. Um, and I love listening to interviews just to get a perspective of someone's, um, you know, uh, mindset, their thoughts, how they became accomplished, and where they at in the world. Maybe they had a downfall. So I do listen to the interviews on here, and the guy was just totally disrespected, man. I mean, this, and look, I think his name is Vivek Roma Swami, and I think that's his name. Uh, this dude got criticized because he haven't voted. His first time voting was in 2020, and he got criticized because he wasn't. Well, he was, but she kept asking him, "What leadership skills have you been in middle school, high school?" And he was like, "Look, I'm not trying to boast about that. Look, the guy went to Harvard, so he really not trying to sit back." But she wanted to hear it, and it went right over their head. He answered the question. He said, "I was vice president. I did this student council. did this." But the thing about it, she was trying to diminish him because he didn't do like some type of service, whatever. To me, he did service. He provided service. This guy created five medicines. Um, One, which I don't know the name of it. I'm quite sure I can do some research. Where children come out with this certain disease, but if you don't catch it, they usually passed away by the age of 3. He created uh, a medicine that basically prolonged their life. I mean, prolong it, 30, 40, 50, basically eliminating them from, passing away at such a young age. And then he got a medicine for prostate cancer, which is a service to human society, right? It, it, you know, it was just crazy on his interview. If you haven't listened to it, I don't care who you represent, listen to it. You can even and listen, this cat DJ Envy, which, like I said, man, he been putting himself out there. Some things, I don't think is meant for everybody. I think you could keep it inside your household, your circle. She kept cutting him off. And so every time he was trying to speak, she'd cut him off. And then the one thing that she messed up and then try to just like toss it out the window, she said, yeah, your parents came over here and brought you over here. And he let her talk. He let her talk, man. That's why I say y'all got to go and listen to this interview. He let her talk. He let her talk. And he said, well, look, I want to make some corrections. My parents did not bring me over here. And he said, look, I'm born in Cincinnati, Ohio. I apologize for that. But, he is like, no, he trying to stop her. Like, hold up. Let me respond. Let me make some corrections because a couple things that you said is not correct. So let me make sure we get it correct. And she was trying to, well, oh, my bad. Well, let's move on. No, it's no moving on from that because you basically try to diminish me. And if she knew better, and I don't think I heard anybody say this, if you're not born in this country, you cannot become president of the United States. Am I right or wrong? Now you can be, I think you can become mayor, you can do governor, all that, city council and everything. But you cannot become president of the United States. At least that's what they told me when I was younger. I could be wrong. But it's, oh my goodness, man. Look, just go and watch it. If you get a chance, if you got a good 35, 40 minutes, watch it and watch this woman. She think because she went to the Air Force, I don't know if she retired from the Air Force, but what I do know, she says she's independent, but she worked for Bernie Sanders. But she's independent. But she's been on different news network talking about what Bernie done and this and that and how he's good. Again, I'm not trying to steer you like into politics. I just want you to go and see what has become of this crazy syndicated show that was truly, truly disrespectful to him. And like I said, DJ Envy, man, look, he been in the news as of late. Some of y'all know, but it was crazy as heck what's going on. Somebody time out the guy. We ain't even talking. No, you know what? I'll do it. It's like, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just playing. All right. But it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. But I'm gonna move on. I'm telling you, if you want some entertainment, watch that and watch how, and I usually, listen, I usually don't call people dumb, but she sounded dumb. Sometimes, only time I really call, only time I call someone dumb is when they just do dumb stuff. Like, you dumb for going up in that bank, you know, you know, doing some illegal stuff, like trying to cash a illegal check, or you know, you're dumb for that. You know, you're dumb for going uh in a place of business where there's 100 cameras, but you're trying to steal a car, and you know it's a bunch of cameras. You're dumb for that, you know. And so it is just crazy, man. It is crazy, but that had to be, man. And listen, and they are a left group, you know. They really for Democrats. But if you're gonna be like that when you bring people on, uh, you know, it's no need. I wouldn't even go on that platform. Honestly, I wouldn't. It was a waste of time because he really didn't. To me, I think he had more to say, but I'm glad they got him up out of there, you know, because it was a waste of time and it was an attack on him. And again, I don't care if you Republican, Independent, Democrat. I don't care, but it is a respect thing, you know. Regardless of, don't bring me on there to interview me to try to bash me, and you don't even know what you're talking about. So, yup. So it is crazy. It is crazy. I I don't know what he is, MJ Max. I mean, they changed titles. I don't know. I'm just putting out an example. I don't know. He I don't know. I'm not into it like maybe you will be into it. I learned that a long time ago. You know, if you've been following me, MJ, it don't care who's in office. Hey, listen, hey, everybody lie, everybody say what they got to say. So I'm not here for that. All I'm saying is, if you want to see someone just just perform a foolish, you know, a foolish interview, then check it out. You know, I don't know what he is. I don't know. Listen, a lot of these cats in these positions lie. All right. So they lie. I mean, that's just what it is. They lie. And they say they're gonna do one thing and they don't. So I'm not here to get into a debate. I'm not here to say what side they're on and all of that. What I can say, they all millionaires. I can say that. But it is what it is. All right. I'm just saying, look at the interview. That's all it was about. I'm not saying anybody. That's why if you would have came in here, you would have heard me say, listen, I'm not into the politics. I just want you to watch how foolish they disrespected this young man. That's all I'm saying. It was a foolish interview, and it's getting more views, and they are dogging the Breakfast Club for this. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to be politically correct because honestly, I can care less who you vote for. Because I'm gonna tell you, I mean, I'm happy that I can walk freely out here in some areas of America, but it is what it is. I'm not about to even go there. I'm not about to even go there. So it is what it is. All right. It is what it is. You will see it if you go into streaming outside the lines. I actually put the link up. It's the Breakfast Club interview, Miss Octavia, with, I want to say his name is Vivek Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy, you know, totally disrespect. And yes, he is a Republican. And listen, again, I don't care who you vote for. A man was totally disrespected. All right. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, this man was totally, totally disrespected. I think we will all agree on that. The man was totally. So if you haven't saw the interview, he was definitely disrespected. And that's why, again, I said what I said. I'm not here to steer you, but people should be held accountable for that. I mean, just foolishness, and this angry black woman for no reason. This dude done created medicine to save millions of people. And you can ask her, who did she save? This guy, I mean, medicines to help kids, and they are all approved by the FDA. But she didn't want to hear that type of services. So again, check that out, and then we'll go from there. Salute, guys. I just want y'all, man, please check it out. And then look, we can have a conversation on streaming outside the lines, and just, I would love to hear y'all take on this. And I just don't like it when a dude go on a national platform or any platform, and your agenda is to try to, tear me down because we just don't go the same way. So that's all I'm saying. All right. Let's move on. Man, she was terrible. All right. Let's move on. Let me go over here. Salute to one of our queens, Miss Billy. Miss Billy put out a report on DST and streaming outside the lines about the Tivo Stream 4K. I'm happy to announce, at the time what they did, I don't know why they did it, but I think they went offline. We're basically leaving it where when they went offline, that you could not, get to the Android TV OS page. I am very, very happy to announce that, yes, they did repair that. All right. They did repair that. I even pulled out yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, the Tivo Stream 4K. So some of y'all may have these. I love this little device. I hate what you got to do to set it up, because you got to go over to their page, the Tivo.com, stream 4K, wherever that link is, and activate it from there. I really don't like that. And they make you sign into your Google account, and then at the end of the day, you end up on their website just to activate this device. Ms. Billy reported that they actually shut down. And so I wanted to see if it was back up. They said it was going to come back up in the article, and they came back up. So salute to Ms. Billy, man. This just getting all of this information, because a lot of us, we use this device. A lot of us use this device. I have plenty of these out here that I set up for people. And the last thing you need to know, if we have to factory reset or anything like that, can we not use this device anymore? For some of y'all who know about the Tivo Stream went down. They announced last year, it might going on like last summer, spring, summer, or maybe late summer, that they will not be, making any of these anymore. They're getting out of the streaming. And let me tell you this device took off when Amazon ran out of Fire Sticks. Remember when we couldn't go to the Amazon, we couldn't go to Best Buy. We had to find a couple of them over at Target. It was just nothing out there. And this came right on time. This device came right on time. And so people was ordering these because you had to order them online, and we got them and we set them up. Again, the whole craziness was just when you setting up, now you got to go over to their website, put in the code that is on the television, and wait about 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then it allow you to go through and stuff like that. So that was the beauty of this device right here, because it ran Android TV OS. All right. So I don't know if Tivo is coming out with another device, but again, probably not, because it's so. I can recall like 4 or 5 years ago where it wasn't too many options, and now, shoot, we got so many devices we can turn to. Sometimes we don't know which way to go. right? We don't know. So again, you know, it is back up. So for some of y'all, including myself, who still have a few of these sitting around, you can use them now. The website is back up to activate it. All right. So let's move on. It's been announced. Some of y'all already know it. It has been announced that the on device, they are making a new stick. Now everybody know this stick right here sucks because it was only 1 gig of RAM. All right. Now the only time I told y'all this, only time I would have used this if someone was only getting like IPTV or something like that. Other than that, I wouldn't have put a bunch of apps on this. For a 1 gig device in today's world, it's just it is really not meant for that. The new device, which they're saying is going to be cheaper, is going to be cheaper than the new on box with Google TV, because we all know. All right, let me do something right quick. Hold up. I need I ain't got. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up just a second, guys. Hold up. Don't that look a little bit better? I'm like, why is I'm looking? That looks a whole lot better on my end. Let me see how I look on YouTube. All right. I'll see how I look in a second. Yeah, it made it a little clear on YouTube. It made it a little bit. Yep. So going back to this again, they are getting ready to release another stick. I don't know the specifications of it yet. I really don't know. I'm hoping that is at least 2 gigs. All right. 2 gigs. But having something like this as a 1 gig is not cool at all, right? Only thing I will put on here, like 1 or 2 apps, that is about it. I'm not about to even waste my time putting a bunch of apps on here. Not me. All right, not me. But some people did buy these. Again, but if you giving this to like one of your kids, maybe they just watch, live TV up at school or something like that. I understand you can do that with that, or you can just go and pay the extra $5. But it's going to be interesting how this stick is, because if you look at this stick, I don't know if it's going to be the same way. And I bought 2 of these. All right, I just don't know if it's going to be the same way. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't. But we gonna see. We should be knowing something. It feels good to go to your Walmart, right? Go to your Walmart and see a bunch of on devices just sitting there. Again, nice little devices you can use. Again, if you just putting Kodi on here, maybe some third-party applications, or even you might got another little service on, that you can use. You can actually use this. If you're not into gaming or anything like that, you can use that. You got some good internet that is you can use. That'll be perfect as well. Um, so we definitely got that. Let me get this link because I forgot to send this over to Brandon. All right. So we can get down to it. So Brandon, I know you're watching. I just emailed you the link. and we'll get into it. Any questions you have for me? Um, and again, if you're gonna have some questions for Brandon, um, just put a Q in there, and I definitely will get to it once he shows off the Z9X Pro. Miss Billy, that's our queen right there. Said thanks for always staying up on the latest info and keeping us up to date, Super Dale. Hey, thank you, Miss Billy. Thank you, because I didn't even know it was a problem until you said it. So, hey, we just all come together, and that's what the platform should be. All of us coming together and sharing information. And I know you always on it. You always on it, and that's why I love you so much, man. Because you definitely stay up on it. Big salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's our queen, Miss Billy, and she hit me with the donation. So that's what's up. Michael, thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate the love, Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. And we just had Brandon show up. Let me clear this out again. He's showing off the Z9X Pro. All right, so that's the one that looks similar to this. It's pretty much the same case, but it's a dark model and it's missing a feature that I love. But we're gonna see what Brandon says and then go from there. And again, if you have any questions on this, definitely let me know. I'm scrolling down because I just saw something come through. All right, Huff Link, big salute, Huff. Huff always over there. He in the groups laying it out as well. Thank you, Huff. I appreciate it. Big salute to you. Thank you for the 20 piece right there. And let me put my banner just in case anybody want to send me an email or you want to support the channel. So it'll be scrolling across and we're gonna get into this news. I know a lot of y'all email me about the news. I can't even say the new Zidoo box, and Brandon, he got it. All right, so what up though, Brandon?
Oh, it just froze. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. I think it's synced up now.
yeah, I heard you. Yeah, how you doing, man? What's
I'm
good?
good. How are you?
Oh man, I can't complain. You disappeared for about a month, huh?
Oh, yeah. I was busy doing school.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. It got
that's
crazy.
yeah. So you had to shut the streaming down a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but I still to keep increasing my Blu-ray collection. I'm up to like 350 now, 350 movies and TV shows in my
Okay,
collection.
thanks. Yeah, you,
Uh,
you
oh, go
converted
ahead.
everything over?
Not everything.
Not everything.
A lot of my like when I had to switch hard drives, because I used to have an 8 terabyte drive, and then I upgraded to a 14 terabyte.
Okay.
And when I did that, I somehow deleted everything on the 8 terabyte. So it took a hot minute to get all the.
You ain't have no backup of it?
Not at
Oh,
that one. I didn't have a backup no.
uh,
But I will say with Blu-rays, it takes a long time, but it doesn't take that long to restore that much. Because if you think about like if one 4K Blu-ray is like 80, 90 gigs,
yeah,
8 terabytes is what, like 80 movies.
yeah.
So it's a lot, but it's not that much. So
Hey, listen, I did that before.
yeah.
I did that. The only good thing is I backed up. Everything was backed up, but about maybe 5 to 10 movies or something like that. But man, and look, I was just like you did on the Zidoo, made a mistake and hit that hit the wrong button, and it asked me, and I said yes. And I said, man, man, man. But the good thing I had a backup on mine, so all I had to do was just like one night I was down here and I just converted. I converted everything and went upstairs. And when I came down in the morning, I was pretty good. I was good to
Mhm.
go. So yeah, man. So you ordered it from the one site, right? As
Yeah,
far
I was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, as far as what is that, Fatego or something like
I think it's pronounced Futeco. I was gonna share my screen because I was gonna show like the timeline between when I ordered to
that?
when I
Okay,
got the tracking link to when it actually showed up.
okay,
So
definitely, because that's what everybody probably gonna want to hear. How long did it take it to get to your house? Because you're in what state?
I'm in North Carolina,
So you in North Carolina? Okay,
the East Coast. Yep.
all right, all right.
All right, you should be able to see my screen. Yep.
Yeah, I see the screen.
All right, so let me go to the website. Okay, so order from here, right here. And I said this in the last stream, but just to reiterate, I paid 191, what is that, pounds and 66 pence because they ship from the UK.
Yep,
And of course, I don't live in the UK, so they had to convert it to US dollars,
yep,
which today is $253. I think when I ordered it, it was like 249.
yep.
But the important part to remember is that this most likely won't be the price that you pay on Amazon when they show up, because they'll have like American stock like in the United States, so you won't have to worry about conversions and stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing it'll either be like the same price as the Z9X was or is, because I think you can still buy it on Amazon, or it'll be slightly more expensive, but I can almost guarantee it'll be less than this price.
Okay.
But so I went here and I ordered it. If I check my email, I ordered it on June 30th at 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And that's when it was in stock. At the moment, they're not in stock, which is why you see restock. And if you order today, you wouldn't be able to get it till the 12th. I believe they started having stock on July 1st.
Okay.
Like July 1st UK time. So it was like June 30th at like 3 a.m. my time. And they
Yeah.
had something like 300 and they sold out in like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And I just got lucky. So you can I pay through PayPal just because it's easy. Uh like on this, I literally just clicked on PayPal, signed in with my account,
Yep.
and then press pay. You don't you Because it's through PayPal, I didn't have to enter my address, my
Yeah.
debit card, nothing. Everything's in there. You literally just press pay. PayPal sends you an email telling you that they took the money, and Futega sends you an email saying that it'll take 1 to 3 days to get dispatched from their UK warehouse. But for me, I ordered at 4:30 in the morning, and they sent me a or no, I ordered at 3:30 in the morning. Sorry, and an hour later they dispatched it.
Okay.
So what that means is they shipped it uh, an hour after I ordered it with FedEx. So they were super quick with shipping.
Yeah, I think
Um,
how they what 12 hours ahead of us or 10 hours or something like
I
that.
think the UK is 12 or 11 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they somewhere over there. Yeah, so if you did it early in the morning, that was pretty much afternoon.
Yeah. So they hurried up and shipped it to me. And from the time I got the tracking link to when it arrived at my doorstep, it was 3 days.
So you got it in 3 days.
Three Yeah, I ordered it. I got the tracking link an hour after I ordered it, and then 3 days after that, it arrived.
Gosh,
So
damn.
that's why when I think it was on Monday, um, you were talking about like, oh, they're shipping from overseas and stuff, and I thought it was gonna take a long time, but
Yeah.
I looked at reviews of people that buy from Futeco because they're actually specialized in what they sell. They sell all Zidoo stuff
Mhm.
and they sell B-Link computers.
Yep.
That's all they sell. So they have everything down to a T in terms of buying and shipping. And I really liked it because they said if it doesn't arrive in 4 days, then contact us and we'll ship you another one, no hassle. Um, and I actually contacted support. It was like the next day at 2 p.m. my time. I just wanted to see what their support was like. And I emailed them. They emailed me back in 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
So they're, at least for me, in my experience, they're real quick when it comes to getting things shipped out and support.
Okay.
Now, the one thing to note is that because they're shipping from the UK, all of their devices come with UK power adapters. So, what that meant was I got the Z9X Pro in, but in the box it had a European style plug on it. But what they do is they look at your address, and based on what country you live in, they'll send you an adapter.
Yeah.
So they put that in the box automatically, which I thought was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So, I guess now I can just show you what the actual thing looks like.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, so here is the Z9X Pro. As you can see, let me line it up. It's all black instead of gray, as the regular Z9X over here too. So here's the Z9X. Here's the Z9X Pro. As you can see, it's all black, and the Zidoo logo is all one color now, so it looks a little more professional looking instead of
Mhm.
the Z9X. Um, One other thing is you get two USB 2.0 ports on the right side, and you get your one USB 3.0 port on the back. And that's important because on the Z9X, you got two USB 2.0 ports on the left, and you got two USB 3.0 ports on the right, and then that was it. So you're losing one USB 3.0 port, and the USB ports are staying the same. As you pointed out, there's no more HDMI in.
Yep.
And I'm
What
pretty
about
sure.
what about the SATA? The SATA.
Oh yeah, that's still here. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure.
I think it switched sides, but yeah, it's on the left side instead of the right side now.
Okay. All right.
Um, all the other stuff is identical. The power adapter is identical. So, because I already had the Z9X, I didn't even use the power adapter that came with the Pro.
You just
I
flipped
just
it
I
over.
just plugged it in because
Right.
the adapter I won't unplug it because it's way too many cables, but it looks dumb. Like because it's literally a European adapter and it's like sideways plugged into the US adapter
Yeah.
and it just looks awkward plugged in.
Yeah.
So I just used my Z9X power adapter.
Okay.
Just some other design things is they stamped their logo on the top now.
Okay. I see.
So that looks a bit more professional, and the logos are updated. Like the Dolby Vision logo, excuse
Okay.
me, is the new logo, and they got rid of the 3D logo on here for some reason. But I checked, and they can
They
still
can do
play
it. Yeah.
3D stuff. I guess not enough people were watching 3D or whatever, but it's not that important.
Yeah.
So, as I plug it in, I can tell you some updates in terms of software. So,
Yeah.
all Zidoo products went from Android 9 to Android 11,
Okay.
which all that basically means for something like the Zidoo is better security because it's a newer operating system, and you'll be able to support more apps for longer. So, like the Z9S, like the very first Zidoo box was based on Android 7, I think, and there are already apps that don't work on it. Um, and then Android 8.1 is safe until next year. Android 9 is safe for another 2 years. And Android 11, Google hasn't said anything about losing support just yet. So it's overall better if you can run on later versions of Android. Another important thing is that the Zidoo Z9X Pro and all of the higher devices now have what's called Widevine Level 1 support. So on the old Zidoos, you couldn't do 4K on Netflix and Hulu, but on all of the new Zidoos, you can.
Hmm.
So that's a really important feature for me because I like having, like, if I can, all my media and apps and all that stuff on one device, so
Yeah.
that way I can just turn on one thing, use one remote, all that. Speaking about the remote, they switched it up. So here's the old remote. There's no batteries in it because I don't have batteries, so I just took them out of here and put them in the new one.
Okay.
So they went from this one, which to me just looks like a generic remote, and they updated it to this sleek little thing that looks like it's made for the Zidoo.
Right.
It's still backlit, just like the other one. And everything just looks a lot more put together. Like you don't have to look for all the buttons like I used to have to do on here. Like everything is consolidated and it's easy to remember what's on the remote. This one is not Bluetooth. The only ones that have Bluetooth are the Z2000 Pro and up. So the Z2000 Pro, the Z2600, the what's above that? The
I think it's
Z.
a 3000, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's the Z3000 and then the UHD 5000. Um, I looked at the Z2600. I still don't know why they have that model. It's $100 more than the Z2000, but it has the same features and looks exactly the same. So I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold your remote up again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Let me see.
Let me hold it up close right there.
All right, because I do got the Bluetooth one that I got off of Amazon, the new one, the V12.
Yeah, that's this. This is the V12 Mini. The V12 is the Bluetooth
The
one.
Bluetooth. So that's this one with the green buttons.
Yep, it's the exact same thing except this one's only IR. Yours is Bluetooth.
Yeah. Okay. And
Um, yeah,
I think this one costs.
it's like $40.
Yeah, I'm about to say $39.
It's not worth it in my opinion, but
But that's if you want. I mean, depending if you, I wouldn't say it's not worth it because IR is a mess if you got a bunch of devices.
no, I'm not saying Bluetooth isn't worth it. I'm saying that $40 remote isn't worth it because you can go on Amazon and get something like this.
Yeah,
Like I just wanted a keyboard, but this cost me like $17. It's Bluetooth. I plug it up to whatever, and it has play pause, it has menu buttons. I can control the volume from this thing. And like I
yeah.
said, this thing was what I say? It was cheap. It was less than $20.
Oh shit, we've been up on them, man. We
Yeah, I, I just got one, but I'm saying
real,
for less than
oh,
$20,
man. Look, hey, Brandon, you like 4 years late.
it's nice. I like it.
Man, we got one. I can show you one right now. That's called the Q9 Mini Keyboard. That is probably, man, and it got the same features as yours,
Mhm,
but instead of it being like that little circle-ish, it's just a regular rectangle.
I
But it
get
got
you.
it does the same thing. Well, I ain't gonna say all of them, but they pretty much do the same thing. Yeah, we done been on that. We done tried everything, man. I'm telling
I like it. It's cool for me, but
you. Yeah, yeah, we definitely yeah, we listen, messing with us, we done tried it all, man. I opened up this drawer. Listen, I'm about to open up this drawer just to show you, man. Hey, listen, how many of y'all remember this?
oh shoot, they got that.
Man, this is Bluetooth like a bug, man. Touchpad, everything. And that sucker
Okay.
look good. And look, we done had this probably what? How long we had this? Miss Gail, Shownuff, Soul Bro, Miss Octavia. How long we been rocking with this? We been, man. Look, when I tell you we done tried everything, we done tried everything, man. We we definitely do it all, man. So we try everything over here. So, but yeah, so that's why. Look, I tell you this: we so old with it. We even make these boys work with game controllers.
Yeah, I think you can't. Yeah, because the Zidoo supports like any Bluetooth
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. So yeah, she said 2017.
Yeah, I'm old. I just
You
because I
just
did.
getting into that?
I just now. I always knew about Bluetooth keyboards, but what I would always do is just literally connect a Bluetooth mouse and a
Yeah,
Bluetooth keyboard. But that's too much. So I just looked it up and see if they had something small, and that's first thing that popped up, and it works. So
hey, look, when you got excited about it, that's why I was looking like, well, hold on, that's a mini keyboard. Yeah, but we've been up on it. But Yeah, I understand. Believe me, yeah, man, you right, because it definitely does. It makes everything easier
Hmm.
compared to just using a remote control. And I like to type. Sometimes I have to get on there and type, and then of course you can get on the internet and everything.
I use like when I'm in home theater, which I'll show in a minute. And I have to rematch stuff. Like you have to go in there and you have to search for it. I really dislike the like when the big keyboard pops up on the screen and you
Yeah,
gotta press the same button 50
yeah.
million times.
Oh,
And then if you press back too many times, it'll get rid of everything and
everything.
then you gotta go back into it.
Yup,
But when you got the keyboard, you go into it, you type, press
yup,
OK, it's
yup.
quick.
Use your
So
arrows and all that. So yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah, hey, we up on that with Brad. Brad say,
I like it. I like it.
hey, look, we gonna have you trying all type of things, man. You mess with us, and then you just find out what you like better and things like that. But yeah, that's what's up though. We got them. We got them. I got a couple over in the other drawer. I just can't reach it right now. It's on the other side.
I
So
believe you, that's for sure.
look, I got an iPhone right here that I ain't even opened, man. I'm still waiting. So I'm still waiting to open it up. So
I'll go ahead and plug this thing in, make sure it's working.
I had one like that at oh, you said the pop fell all over the full size keyboard. Wow. Yeah.
Let's see if my computer wants to be nice to me today. Oh,
Yeah.
it's working. Good, good, good. All right. So went over to remote, went over to design. I can show you the software now.
All right, let's do it.
Let me
That's
share my
what we all waiting on right there.
all right, all right. Entire screen. Share.
And you say, just for the record, you said that if we get Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, it's able to play the 4K instead of the rather standard definition now.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what Wi-Fi level 1 is. That's like the first step in like any super popular device. That's like the first thing that it has. So the Nvidia Shields had it forever. Apple TV, all the Amazon Fire devices,
Yeah.
the on yeah the on devices have Wi-Fi level 1 too. But Zidoo for some reason was just waiting, I guess, because when I went over the Dune device, which is now a few months a few months ago,
Yeah.
that already had the wide vine level 1. So Zidoo was kind of late, but now all of the new ones have it. I double checked, so
Yeah. I think Zidoo waited because I think Zidoo didn't care because they really wanted you to they just thought, hey, listen, man, we're not competing with them. It- this is my theory. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Uh, but I'm thinking they like, listen, this is for you to build your own. So, and they played our 4K. So they probably didn't want to go into that, but they probably realize now, like, well, maybe if we add this, maybe some more people will get it because people do actually use those other platforms and stuff like that.
mhm.
So
um I won't spoil what I think about it, but it's definitely good.
okay,
It's
well, that's
good.
what you're here for. So because if you saying you got yours in 3 days, now as soon as I order one, it'll be 3 weeks.
Well,
But
currently you'll have to wait until at least if you order it today, you have to wait until at least July 12th, which is what? That's 5 days.
hey, so
But that's not because of shipping, it's because they just sold out of them
yeah,
and they have to restock from China.
yeah. I'm gonna go over here. While you doing that, I'm gonna go over here right now because I'm gonna look at the big boy. Look at
What, you talking about the biggest one, the UHD 5000?
no, I ain't going that big.
Oh,
Man.
I was about to say, like, there's almost no reason to get that unless you're connected to like.
Yeah, that's that Vincent Shownuff world right there. I don't have no theater like that. I leave that to them boys.
Oh, were you just gonna get the Z 1000 upgrade?
No, I'm probably gonna go with the Z20.
Oh, yeah, that one. The only reason I didn't get that one is because I already have like a hard drive bay that
Yeah,
fits my two hard drives. But the Z20 Pro looks decent.
yeah,
It's just like the Z10 Pro, except it's black
yeah.
and has the same pretty much design as the Z9X. It's just thicker.
Mhm.
But let me go ahead and go over to OBS. Can you see my screen?
I'm about to do it right now.
Oh, oh,
There
oh.
you go.
Oh, give me 1 second. OBS is acting up as usual.
Yeah, OBS be something else, man.
Let me go back into it. Let's see, OBS. Oh, come on.
You got that new device. It's like, nah, dog.
I swear. Okay, let me just make another one. Okay, video capture device.
It's like, nah, dog. No, no, no.
Okay, you gonna work? No. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to show it like this. All right, let me. Oop, can't do that. All right, let me just pull this down. Oh, okay. Guess I gotta stay like this.
Right.
I thought it was about to be full screen, but I can't get it to work. So
Well, I made the screen a little bit bigger, so we can y'all see it. Let's ask the people. Can y'all see it? Can everybody see a screen very well, or should I go just full screen? Um,
you know what? Let me try something. Let me try something right quick.
Let me know.
Let me go back in
Oh,
to.
yeah, they say they can see it.
Okay, where is my? Okay, now. Oh,
Look at
there it is. I
look at
had to find StreamYard.
yeah. Hey, look, all the home theater enthusiasts is looking at it. They waiting on you to show this bad boy.
Oh, I got you. I ain't trying to keep y'all waiting. I'm just trying to make sure all the stuff's working right.
Look, Rubiel, Vincent.
Okay,
Yeah,
OBS. Let's see if I can put this in full screen. Please just work. Please. Okay. I'm I no. Okay, here we go. I'll just keep it like this.
yeah,
So
we good.
it looks exactly like the Z9X, except it is so much faster. I mean, so much faster. Like, it's not like a little faster. I'll demonstrate. It's a lot faster. Um, while I'm in here, an important thing that I can't show on here, but the all the new Zidoos have HDMI 2.1 now. That doesn't really matter for movies because movies are either going to be in 1080p at what 24 frames per second or 4K at 24 frames per second. And even with the rare movies that were 60 frames per second, the old HDMI that was on the old Zadoos could still do it. But with HDMI 2.1, you can do up to 1080p at 120 frames per second or 4K at 60.
Yeah,
And for me, that's important because just working around the menus and stuff, if I have it in 120 FPS, it's smooth. Like it's just super smooth, super fluid, and so I can get to my movies quick. And then the news do's are faster at switching frame rates. So your screen will go black, and where my Z9X used to take about 3 seconds, the Pro takes like half a second. So instead of like a black screen, then the movie. It's it's I like it. It might not seem like that big of a deal, but I'll demonstrate in a minute. All the colors are the same. Um, all the Dolby Vision stuff is identical. Excuse me, identical. Let me see. Let me see. Audio has slightly changed. So in HDMI audio, there used to be a RAW option,
yes.
but they don't have it anymore. The raw option is just auto now. And auto just means it'll automatically identify everything that your TV or soundbar can reproduce. So currently it can only play stereo because it's connected to a capture card. But if I connect it to my soundbar, where on the right side where it says LPCM and all that, it'll say Dolby, DTS, it'll say Dolby Atmos, DTSX, and it'll show a bunch of stuff that whatever it's connected to supports. So if you get these, um, I believe it's set on auto from the factory, but if it's set to LPCM 2 channel, make sure it's set to auto, because if it's set to this, that means your sound bar will only play stereo instead of surround sound. So that's important. There's no more raw, just auto. They're still raw in the optical audio. So if you're still using an optical cable, those settings haven't changed. Believe all this is the same. All the network stuff is the same. Let's see. Let's see. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Uh, excuse me again. All this. What am I trying to say? All the other menu settings are the same, but just wanted to show you the about to show you that we do have 4 gigs of RAM, and we are running on Android 11. So we did upgrade in terms of software.
How does when you go into about going to advanced settings, is that the same as well on Android 11? Yeah. So all of that changed.
Oh yeah, this changed. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
that
you
changed.
right.
Yeah, I wanted. That's what I was looking for
Oh.
because now you can go into developers mode,
Yep, it would be in what
invite
device
ship.
preferences?
Yeah, and then you go
About
down. Yep, and then scroll down. Yep, hit that bad boy. Yep,
and then there it is.
there it is. And make that boy a little bit snappier.
I think yeah, right here.
Yep.
Oh, they already turned that off from the factory.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That was Zidoo. Zidoo was like, "We'll turn that off."
Yeah, we
So
gonna turn it off. Right.
I've never seen that before. They went in and turned it off by themselves. I was looking for Bluetooth settings, but they don't have it in here because this also supports, um, like you can stream from your phone, like music to your Zidoo.
Okay.
And I was just gonna check to see if you could stream like higher quality, but the settings aren't in here, so I don't know. I don't really stream to my Zidoo like that. So,
Yeah, I don't. I
but
really got it.
this was cool. This is cool right here. They switched it up.
So they added. Yeah, they definitely. That's why I was like, hold up. Let's see. Let's see. That's why I told you to go up in there just to see exactly if it
Yeah,
was the
this is
same layout.
cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
And they already have started coming out with beta software for all the new Zadoos, so they're working hard to get new software out for these. I haven't had any issues whatsoever with the Pro. The weather app works just fine. Haven't had any dropouts. Sound is working perfectly. Video's working perfectly. Another thing that a lot of you people will be excited about when I go in the home theater. Home theater looks exactly the same because it's pretty much the best movie management system in my opinion. It looks good, plays good, everything. But one thing that Zidoo did was they improved Blu-ray menu support. So I talked about this before shortly, but I'll explain it again. So when you back up your movies as ISO, like I do, and like I showed before, I do that so that way I can go into a movie. So let's say Quantum of Solace, and instead of it just being an MKV file, it's the entire Blu-ray. So I can go to BD right here, and the Zidoo will act like a Blu-ray player. So I'll get all the previews, I'll get all the ads, but I'll also get the Blu-ray menu. So the custom
And that's
logos and everything.
that's
Oh,
in
go ahead.
ISO, right?
Yeah, it's an ISO.
Okay.
But Blu-ray menu support was lacking on the Zidoo, meaning that when you press this BD button on some movies, on a decent amount actually, it would just show a black screen.
Yeah.
Because these Blu-ray menus have a lot of code that's running behind the scenes that is restricted. So if you want to support it, you either have to A, be the company that creates the Blu-ray players, B, pay the companies a lot of money, or C, um, basically tear apart a Blu-ray player and figure out how it does it. And
Right.
that's really, really, really difficult. But Zidoo did that. So now I believe their current percentage is something like 97% of 4K Blu-rays and Blu-rays will their menus will work now. When with the Z9X and all of that generation, it was about 50%.
Mm.
So Blu-ray menus are working and it's nice. That was a huge thing for me because it means that I can rely more on my Zidoo to actually play Blu-ray menus. And I just see now they fixed the trailer issue. So
It
trailers
seemed like
were
it started a lot faster.
yeah, it did. I think it took like 5 seconds. I can let me go to a movie I haven't opened yet because those are the ones that took like 15 seconds on the other one. I'll go
Yeah.
to the new John Wick. Let's see. Let's
Let's
see.
see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There it is.
Yeah, so it took roughly around the same, if not a couple seconds faster. So
But I didn't have to set it up. So at least that's good. With
at
the
least,
old one. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah,
I
no,
had
no, that's good because that old one was a hit and miss.
this one. I'm telling you, I don't know what they did behind the scenes, but this joint is rock solid. And I mean rock solid for now. Now, if they update it and they ruin it, it's not my fault. I'm saying currently, today, at this very second, this device is working perfectly. So, what else I want to
Hold
demonstrate?
up, E. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to that question. I'm quite sure he gonna let us know.
Let's see. So, one thing is movies and TV shows start up way faster, and I mean way faster. So I was testing the new Avatar. If you haven't gotten this movie on 4K, go get it.
Yeah.
It's the best 4K picture you'll ever see on any display ever.
Now hold up before you go further.
Uh,
Um, does you ain't got yours hooked up to a sound bar or anything yet, do you?
no, not right now. I can't because I can't connect it to the capture card and the soundbar at the same time.
No, I'm saying like while you've been playing with it, have you hooked it up to a sound system?
Oh
Because
yeah, I have it hooked up to my Vizio soundbar.
okay, how does it sound? Does that quality of the sounds good or
The quality, okay, it depends on what you mean by quality. Because if we compare it to the Z9X, uh, I used to have like let's say a movie is 3 hours, right?
yeah?
And when a movie would start up on the Z9X, it would start up perfectly fine. If it was Dolby Atmos, my TV will pop up Dolby Atmos. Then my sound bar will shine. I think it's a green light for
Okay,
Dolby Atmos. All of that happens immediately on the Z9X.
okay,
About an hour to an hour and a half in, sometimes I'll have a little cutout, like a little bit, and it'll happen for like a second,
okay,
but it's almost always in the middle of like a big fight scene or something. So
okay,
it'll literally be like the sub like the subwoofer will or what am I trying to say? Like an explosion will happen. The subwoofer will work. The whole room will fill with bass and then cut out. And
wow,
it kind of ruins the experience. And it didn't happen all the time on my Z9X, but it happened enough that it got annoying.
okay,
On the Z9X Pro, when I tell you everything kicks in immediately and it works.
okay,
There's no anything. Like it's just here you go. The sound quality is essentially the same because it's a newer chip, but I didn't expect the sound to get any better because the sound that comes out of the Zidoo, like any Zidoo device, sounds really good to me. I'm not one of those guys that'll say like, "Oh, it sounds this percentage better." It sounds really good to me. Movies sound amazing.
okay,
They still look amazing. Um, I believe they updated their Dolby Vision color rendering, and all that would mean is that on the new Zidoo devices, and Dolby Vision colors would be more accurate.
okay.
Um, so I think that's about it. Um, and let me just. I don't think this is in the middle of a movie, so I don't think you'll get any copyright. But if it is, I'll stop it in like 2 seconds. I
Yeah,
just want to demonstrate how quick this works because on the Z9X, you press the play button, it pops up a little loading
I,
thing that has the logo of the movie. It loads. Your screen turns black. It switches to 1080p if you're doing a Blu-ray, or it switches to whatever. Like your screen goes black, it comes back up, and then it starts playing.
All right, do a demonstration, not Avatar though, because you know that's Disney, man.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
What about Kill Bill? That work?
yeah, Kill Bill, either anything but a Disney. We just want to see how fast it
All
works.
right. Let's see. Let me hit play.
Uh,
There we go.
And guys, this is definitely only in
It's
1080.
on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That took like 3 seconds.
yeah. Do another movie. Let's just see.
All right. I'll do. Shoot. Let's do. I'll do X-Men. Let's do that one.
All right, let's see. Definitely kicking in.
It already started. It was just a black screen at the beginning.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's quick.
yeah.
It's fast. Like it's unbelievably fast. And both of those were 1080p movies. So just to prove it, I'll put a 4K one on here. I'll do
So
that.
will it come up? Is your capture card 4K capable, or because if it's
No, but it'll still like
okay,
with the Zidoo, even if the output resolution is lower, it still accesses the 4K file, and then
yeah,
it'll have to downsample it.
yeah,
So if anything, this should actually take longer than it would if it's just playing native 4K.
right,
But I'm almost gonna guarantee it's gonna be quick.
all right.
So you see, it took a slight bit longer because it's playing a bigger file, but there
Yeah,
it is. It
I mean,
took like three and
still,
a half seconds.
that's still good though.
It's fast.
That's still good.
And um okay, I'm gonna ask you if I can demonstrate this. But on the first Avatar, that Blu-ray menu didn't work on the Z9X, and the newer one in terms of Blu-ray menu also didn't work. But on the Z9X Pro, the menu does work. It works perfectly fine.
You think because they added a codec in there, they added something?
No, I think it's because they updated the chip, so maybe the chip can support more. But I know for a fact the programmers that program home theater, they put a lot more code into it.
Oh,
The people at Zidoo did a lot of hard work trying to get this to work,
yeah,
and now it does. But I just wanted to ask you if I could show the avatar menu without playing anything, just to show that the menu actually does work.
yeah. I mean, go ahead. I got my. You know, it's Disney, so I need me if it.
Now the Blu-ray menu always takes longer than just playing the file directly, but it's still quick for me because even with Blu-rays that did work on the Z9X, it took a minute to
Yeah,
load the Blu-ray menus because it's literally doing what a Blu-ray player would do.
yeah, here it come now.
So I played it before, so I'll just say no, and then it should just take me directly to the menu right here.
Yeah,
And as you can see, it looks even on this capture card, like I don't know if it's this movie or if it's the Zidoo. This Avatar, the new Avatar looks superb.
yeah.
It looks really, really, really good.
Wow.
So if y'all, even if y'all don't like Avatar, please at least borrow a Blu-ray or something. Like this movie looks good. Like the best 4K picture you will have ever seen. It looks good.
Do me a favor. Click on scenes.
All right.
Yeah, just want to see. Okay, yeah, that's nice.
And they got a lot of chapters in
Yeah,
here. Wow.
yeah. I mean, but it's a 3 hour movie. Uh,
I'm used to like 20 chapters. This thing has 75 chapters.
yeah,
Wow.
75.
That's crazy.
And and like when you go to, they go up what, three at a time. It look like.
Yeah, three at a time.
Yeah, they go up three at a time.
That's crazy.
Do me a favor. We just gonna try something. You at 61 to 64. Click
Yeah.
on one of them. See how long it take to start playing. I know when it.
All right. I'll pause it right when it starts.
Yeah, just to see how long it take on the Blu-ray. Oh shoot.
All right. I'll pause it.
Yup.
That was quick.
Yeah, that
That
played.
was quick.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this thing is quick, quick. It's
yeah.
fast. That 4 gigs. Oh, sorry. Let me back, exit. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I know how to get rid of.
That that 4 gigs, like you said, oh, I don't think it'll be that much. It's a lot. It does a lot because if anything, you know what? I will do this. I'll plug in the Z9X after I finish talking about this, just to show you how much faster it is because it's fast.
Yeah, and what is I know that's home theater.
Yeah, home theater.
Um, have you tried any other applications on it, like any type of third party, or you just been playing with home theater, or just to see the difference, or
Oh no, what I've been doing is I sent um what you call it test footage into it, which is what I always do when I get a new device. So I downloaded a 1080p YouTube video, 4K YouTube video, and then I already have my Blu-ray collection, so I'll just plug that up. But I haven't tried like downloading an app on here. If you want me to, I can. It's connected to Wi-Fi and everything.
no. I just wanted to make sure. I'm quite sure they work. I was
I
just,
don't think this one came with the Google Play Store.
you
It
know,
didn't, but I'll look it up in a minute. I'm sure there's a firmware with the little G on the end of it that you just
yeah,
update it to, and then it'll have the Google Play Store on there.
yeah. What
But
all apps it come with? Can you show that again?
oh, go ahead. Sorry,
No, can you show what all apps come on it, or it's the same ones?
it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sure yeah, they're
yeah,
identical. I
yeah,
remember.
yeah. Them the same ones. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, with the music player, you can play higher fidelity files now. I don't use my Zidoo to do
Yeah,
that. I use my computer to listen to music mainly, but
I'll be
it's
on my.
still decent.
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have the HDMI in app anymore because they don't. The HDMI in is gone.
So that's one of the questions Ian said. So Ian, basically to answer your question, the answer is absolutely no, because it doesn't have a HDMI input.
Yep, it is not there anymore, and the app is not there.
So the HDMI in application that you can go into, and that might be a game. It might. I mean, some of y'all probably didn't use it, but you did have some people who actually love that feature. Um, which I would probably say it like this, and you tell me if you agree. If you can always plug your new device in with your to the old device if you just want to
You
get some.
could do that technically. I mean, I think it will work.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, you can take your, if you get one of these new devices, yeah, you can plug it in, and it shouldn't be a shit. It should go right through. It should go.
But one thing I think is I don't think you can do Dolby Atmos through like that.
Mhm. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I've never tried doing that before, but
Yeah,
for me, I never used the HDMI in. So
I used it on certain things, uh, like if I was recording, like usually like when there's UFC and there's boxing coming on.
mhm.
Yeah, I use one to record. I plug up a stick or wherever I'm using another device into the Zidoo, and then I use another device just to capture two things at once, so I don't have no conflict. So yeah,
I'm trying to think of what else has changed. I really think that's about it. Everything is just
it's just
not
fast.
not only just faster, it's a lot more stable. It's a lot more like sometimes when I would open up Home Theater 4.0, it would crash on me.
Mm.
It didn't happen that often, but it happened enough again to where it got annoying. But
What,
now, like
home theater used to crash on you? I ain't never had home theater crash on me.
it's crashed a couple times on me. But let me go in here and quit the Home Theater app so I can show how quickly it opens from a dead stop. Force stop. Okay. All right. So now I'll just pop it open. And there we go. And everything's working. It's the same Home Theater 4.0. But it works. It's faster. things start up quickly. For me, there's no kind of cutouts in audio anymore. It just, if it's a Dolby Vision movie, I press play, it pops up, Dolby Vision. If it's Dolby Atmos, which if it's Dolby Vision, it'll most likely have Dolby Atmos too. That'll kick in and it works until the movie stops. And then it'll go back. It's just a really decent device that, in my opinion, it lets you pay more attention to the movies instead of the device itself. Because if you don't have any issues, then that means you don't got to go into the settings menu all the time. You don't have to wonder if your movie's going to sound right, or you don't have to be afraid if the audio is going to cut out. You just go in a home theater, select your movie, boom, that's it. So it's just a lot easier of an experience.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and shut this down, and I'll plug in the Z9X to show if it's any slower. I know it is slower, but I want to show you. I think I gotta stop sharing. Oh, of course. Right when I stopped sharing, I put it in full screen and it worked perfectly fine. So
Yeah. That's all
OBS just
you do.
doesn't like StreamYard, I guess.
Yeah. It's a competitor.
Man. All right, let me go ahead and unplug the hard drive and everything. Oh, and one more thing, the new remote works on all the Zidoo devices. It
Yeah.
doesn't only work on the newer ones. So you could technically keep both and then just use the same remote. Works perfectly fine. And one more thing is that the remote does not come with batteries.
Oh shoot. Well, that ain't no problem to me because I always carry.
I
I
think
got,
it's like a. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I got these from Amazon for like $12.99. What you see, Miss Gail? She say, Dale, I saw it.
Let me make sure. No, that's HDMI in. I gotta plug it into HDMI out.
Damn, that Z26, that 2600 look nice. It looked the same as that.
I've looked at the specs. It's literally the same.
Yeah. It
I
just
think the front has a different design on it. Like it has a pattern or something on it. They both come with Bluetooth remotes. Excuse me. They both have the same ports. They both support Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. It's like the same thing. I really don't understand it. Like,
yeah,
but it's $100 more, so there has to be something I'm missing.
yeah. They probably got something up in there.
All right. Um. Oh, one thing is, in terms of startup, they start up around the same time,
Oh,
so it's not that much faster. But I mean, I don't really care. It
yeah.
takes like maybe 15 seconds for the thing to start up from dead stop. Let me make sure OBS is detecting the Z9X. Oh, it's in 1080p. Let's see.
What up, though, Philly? What's good? What is good?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
What's up, Cinnamon Cupcake? What's up? Vincent says, does it play the soundtrack like Sapati?
Oh, the soundtrack? No. But okay.
So when he got his in there, what he talking about, it plays like a
Like the
similar,
theme music.
yeah, similar to what now Plex does that. Plex actually plays the theme music. So like
Uh,
when you go on a
uh,
TV show or something like that, it does play like the soundtrack of that, but
my for okay, give me a second. For me, I had to do all that stuff manually, so I had to manually get the soundtrack and everything because for the longest time, Zidoo, it was a bug in Home Theater 4.0. it was supposed to automatically get the trailers and automatically get the theme music, but they broke the trailers and they broke the theme music. Then they ended up fixing the trailer thing, which we talked about, but they never fixed the theme music thing. So what I did is I can show y'all because it would be like 3 seconds, but I would pull up a program called Tiny Media Manager. I would put in all my files, and what that software does is it will identify every single movie and every single TV show, and then it'll automatically get all of the information for it. So it'll get the logo for it. It'll get the theme music for it. It'll get posters. If it's a TV show with like 15 seasons, it'll get a specific poster for each individual season. You can just put that on the Zidoo, and Home Theater 4.0 will just detect it. So
Yeah,
that's what I had to do. I haven't tested it with the Z9X Pro, but I can get back to you on that if it works.
yeah.
But yeah, I have to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, she was just Miss Gail. I don't. He doesn't use Plex. But when it arrived here, I test that bad boy out.
So I have a Plex account. I don't have a Plex server anymore, but
Yeah,
um, I'm almost positive that it will work perfectly fine because it's just a regular Android app,
yeah.
and it's just Android 11. So if anything, it'll run faster than it did on the Z9X.
Philly Cable said, I'm quite sure it should be the same, Philly. But he said the Media Center app still. He said it's the Media Center app still the
Oh
same.
yeah, it's identical.
Yeah, he says identical for
It's
transferring
yeah.
across the network. So yeah,
It's the same. I have to connect this to my TV because this is outputting at 4K and my capture card doesn't like that. So I have to manually set it to 1080p. So I'm
yeah.
just going to mute right quick. Just give me 1 second.
All right. Where you going, show enough? You tired? Say I'm good night. Yeah, he said I'm impressed. Uh, I don't know. Y'all know I'm gonna put that bad boy through the test. I'm gonna have Plex on that bad boy, just see how that go. I'm gonna put everything on there. Uh, what's going on, Cinnamon? What's up, baby? Hope all is well. And we gonna make sure that, Miss Gail, I'm gonna make sure that Plex, you know, we're gonna make sure. You say seeing they remove the HDMI in from the old. Yeah, I that's one thing I don't like about it, that they removed that. I think that's a bummer because they were known for that. So why did they take it out? I don't know. I would love to get one of them Zidoo guys on here to actually, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna send them an email and see if I can get a rep to come on here and just answer some questions. Definitely that question, like why was the HDMI input removed? Because that's what they were known for. That's what they were known for. So yep. So if you want to record, you're gonna have to either use your old device or get a standalone recorder if you want to record. So you probably gonna have to get you a Cloner Alliance, one of their devices to record. Um, you know, it's a host of them. I just can't remember them all right now. My mind be gone sometimes. So, but yeah, you're gonna have to get you a standalone HDMI recorder, and probably get you a just in case. Make sure you have um a HDMI splitter, a 1 or 2. That's all you need is a 1 or 2 that cracks the HDCP. All right. So
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and then that's when you'll be good to go. But make sure you have that, and you should be good. Yep, you should
Um,
be good.
you can turn off HDCP on the Zidoo.
No, but coming on from another device. So
I
if
haven't I haven't tried that, but on the Zidoo itself, Like it has an HDCP option in the menu, and like you can turn it on or you can turn it off. And once I turned it off, I could play anything and it would just work.
On the old one or the you talk about on
Both
the?
of them, they both have the option.
See, I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Did I get a no? See, because I turned when I went into it, it wouldn't work on certain devices. I can't remember which device was I using when I was getting that
Wait a
error.
minute, I can test it right now. What has HDCP?
I think a Fire Stick.
No, I don't.
Fire.
Would an Nvidia Shield have HDCP?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, let me get this situated right quick, and then I'll see if I can plug it in and see if it works.
Uh, you say
Oh,
you can't get as a party player. Something about bankruptcy. Maybe get a new Zidoo since it's played Dolby Vision for my bedroom. Yeah, hey Vincent, we gonna have to talk about that because I heard. I think who said something about them? I think Rich Little Poor Boy. Rich said something about them possibly going under. But I watched somebody else and they were looking for somebody to invest in them or take over. Like, take over instead of them going into bankruptcy, like buying it outright. Because I think it was a couple of months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, Rich said you couldn't even buy them. Or maybe you said that, Vincent. One of y'all said it. I can't remember though. That'll be interesting.
this
What they
thing is still
do.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying this thing is still misbehaving. So let me give it. Let me go back in there and try it one more time, and if not, then I'll just move
Yeah,
on.
yeah, we'll get that bad boy. You say, yo, Superdell, you can record from Nas over the network. They say you can. I never tried it though. I never tried it. Even if you get the IM player, they say you can record directly to your NAS. But I always use the local drive. But yeah, they say you can. I just never tried it. I never tried it though. I should try that though. Yeah, I should try it, but I never did it. Yeah, I never did it. Yep, it tells you like, hey, do you want to record to your NAS? I was like, nah, I ain't about to do all that. I just record local and just send it on over. But that's something I just never tried it, but I do know you got that option. Yeah, the cube had an error when you attached it to the Zidoo. I know them Fire Sticks definitely got it. I know they got it. And you had to get the HDMI splitter. Yeah. So you say on my Synology video station allows you to record TV. Yeah, I can do the same thing. Mine's actually would plug directly into like my HDMI input and display it like I can watch Netflix, Hulu, all of that stuff right there on the television. So yeah, I can do all of that. So yeah, I think majority of the newer ones or the ones that were made, if you get a decent one, you could do they'll give you that option. So yeah. Yeah, Tim says it's better to record on a standalone or through the splitter. Yeah, I usually I when I because I'm not looking for 4K. Mine's like just regular 1080. Um, so I never did like anything, even though one of my devices, claim to do I think 4K at 30 frames or whatever. I just do it 1080p. You know that'll be good to me. So yeah. So I did it both ways. Both of them they still look good. They definitely look good.
Excuse
They
me.
definitely do. But I'm a Tim. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do. I might do Miguel. be doing. You know, record. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna definitely try it. I haven't tried it though. I'm going to try it.
All right, let's see if it'll behave.
We supposed to been going to the show tonight. I don't know. I still got to catch. I've been catching up with my horror films. Supposed to be going to see that Insidious.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm on what, part 4 right now. I ain't finished it though. I don't know. It ain't scary like I thought it was. Somebody, hey, let me know. I can't remember. Insidious is part of The Conjuring. Am I right, y'all? The Conjuring. All of that go hand to hand. The Conjuring, The Nun, uh Annabelle, and Insidious, right? All of them go hand to hand. Can somebody let me know? I know LJ know about it, but he said he was going to bed. So she said no scary. I love scary films. I ain't gonna even lie. Hey Dale, have you watched The Nun? No, that's what I was just asking, Ruby. I saw a little bit of it, but never like sat back and just watched them all. Um, are they all tied in? Insidious, The Nun, The Conjuring, and Annabelle. Now I do know Annabelle, The Conjuring, and The Nun. Is Insidious a part of that as well? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, Ross said, yeah, they all tied in. Okay. All right.
All right, it's behaving.
All right.
Cool. Just give me 1 second for the hard drive to, or for it to detect the hard drive.
Has anybody ever watched all of them? I ain't, man, I haven't even watched all of Annabelle. Or I say the Conjuring universe, so they all tied in together. Yeah,
I know whoever made it is making a lot of money.
man, they killing it on that. And they crazy too. Anybody that sit back and write that, man, yeah, they crazy. So yeah, I might go and see it. Jump ahead and go and see it. My daughter's up there. I think they trying to go and see Barbie. I'm like, man, I wish I would go and see some dang on Barbie. They like what Ken is in it. I said, man, F Ken. Now, hey, don't nobody go over there to Ken and be like, hey man, Dale said we talking about Barbie. And Dale, I heard Dale say F Ken. There ain't nobody. I don't want nobody sitting back starting nothing. You know, some of y'all out there be starting, hey man, and send a clip of what I said F Ken. They'll send that clip only. Said, look, he said it right here at 1 minute and 38 minutes. I mean, 1 hour and 38 minutes. He said, F you, Ken. Nah, I'm talking about Barbie.
Oh, one more thing that I can't forget, if you wouldn't mind reminding me, is I wanted to see. I haven't seen the online interface yet. You know, when you go to the IP address of
Hmm.
the Zidoo, I haven't done that yet, so I'll do that.
I think that's what Philly Cable Dave was talking about because he liked to use the network and
I'll
send
go
it.
ahead and go on there and see what it's about. All
Yeah,
right, but I'm in home theater, so let me go ahead and share my screen again. Present, share screen.
yeah. Yeah,
All right.
we'll go another 20 minutes on this, guys, because I hear them walking above my head. So that means they getting ready. They getting ready. Damn, what time?
All right, so let's see how quick these will start. Um, Let me go to movies. Which movie did I start? I think it was. Dang, I forgot. I forgot which movie I started because I have to be fair. So let me Dang, which one was it?
Was it go down some more, I'll tell you, because it wasn't Avatar. Was it let me see, it wasn't Schindler's List, it wasn't they, yeah, they can't be wearing polo, don't he, Dennis? He be polo down.
Let me see what movie this is, because this might be it. What is this? Kill Bill. It was Kill Bill. I remember. I just have to rematch it because for some reason this one Zidoo does not match anything. I don't know why. I always have to go in here and manually do stuff. On the new one, it does everything for me. So that's a me issue. But let's go in here. Let's press play. See how long it takes.
Antoine said, "Can you make the unbox a server? What type of server you trying to have it, Antoine?"
You see that part? What it just did?
It did a skip.
Yeah, yeah. There's no reason for it to do that. I forgot to talk about that. That's another little hitch. Like you press play, it shows the logo, disappears, then it turns black,
Then it continues
then
on.
it comes back.
To me, hold up, just a second. What's up, Chuck? Hey, you did. Hold up, just a second. You can continue. Let me see what they talking about.
I was just saying I don't know. It's a little it takes you out of it a little bit, at least for me. Um so yeah, it does this on the Z9X. The Z9X Pro, as you guys saw, it just goes right into the movie. It takes like what, maybe 2 seconds, and then boom, it just starts playing. Everything works. And we can also see how long it'll take a trailer to load. Let's do John Wick because we did that before.
Sorry about that, everyone. To add content to your own box through your what was you trying to add to it, Antoine? There's only 8 gigs of internal storage. What type of content you trying to add to
Okay.
it?
Oh, sorry.
No.
That same trailer that loaded in 15 seconds on the Z9X Pro took 27 seconds on the Z9X.
Wow.
So it's about that's a little under double as fast.
Mm.
And I use the same trailer and everything. One other thing that I want to say is when you're going in, especially for TV shows, if you're trying to match a whole season of TV shows. So in this one, I have Insecure. If you haven't watched Insecure, it's hilarious. But when I go in here and I want to match TV shows, when I go to sources over here and I try to manually match it because it's a lot easier to manually match a whole folder of TV shows than to do it the other way. When I go in here to rematch, and just give me a second. And you go in here and you search for the right show. And you go over here. Once you match all of the shows, sorry, it's episodes, and you click OK, like this, that whole process is a lot quicker on the Z9X Pro than on the Z9X. It was super fast here because I just matched the information to information that was already there. So it took like a second to say, oh, this information is exactly the same. But on the Z9X Pro, especially if you're working with like 15 seasons of one show, on the Z9X, I had Mad TV. I got every season of Mad TV, and I think they had 15 seasons. It took like a solid 2.5 minutes after I clicked OK just for it to load back up. And it was still laggy for like 5 minutes after that, just trying to get all the information correctly. But on the Z9X Pro, what I did was I basically matched all of Mad TV to a wrong show and then tried to match it back. And
Mhm.
that whole process of rematching it back to the correct information took 30 seconds. So I don't know. Again, I'm just like, this is just what I have seen. But overall, in terms of like almost everything, the Z9X Pro, and I'm sure this will be the same for all the other new Zidoo devices. I'm almost positive you'll see the exact same, if not more, improvements in performance. Not only in terms of just playing a movie, but like I said, the Blu-ray menu support is now 90% according to Zidoo, so it might be lower than that, but in my experience, it's really, really, really good. The trailers are loading quicker. The weather app is perfectly fine. Um, you do lose the HDMI in, but if you didn't use it in the first place, then
Yeah.
that wouldn't really be a big loss.
Right.
If you did use it, then they did get rid of it. Let's see what else. The thing that I feel like a lot of people will appreciate, even if they don't think they will now, is the ability to go into 120 FPS in the menus. It's just smooth. It's fluid. It's just from step A, step B to step C. It's really, really, really fluid. It's not just like chop, 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 and then the movie. The whole process is very smooth. All the animations are quick, but they're still there, so you still feel that experience. Um, the Wi-Fi performance um, has been virtually identical. Um, but connecting to a Wi-Fi network, like initially, is a bit faster on the Z9X Pro. I think that's just because the overall interface is faster, so it doesn't have to load as long. Um, it doesn't take as long for it to detect a hard drive plugged into it on the Z9X. If I plugged in a hard drive before I turned it on and I flipped it on, after I would get the home screen, it would take usually another 10 to 15 seconds for it to identify that a hard drive was connected. With the Z9X Pro, it just immediately knew a hard drive was connected right when I powered it on. And let's see, what else? What else? What else?
Well, they gonna ship mines out Monday. So
And I'm sure you'll get it by Friday. They're really quick.
I'm gonna see how long it take. They better not play with me.
Oh, about that company. Zidoo gives you a 1 year warranty on the parts. Futeco gives you a 2 year warranty after the 1 year warranty of Zidoo.
Yeah.
So you technically have 3 years of support. 1 year from Zidoo and 2 years from the Futeku company. And uh, you were saying that even if you did like get a DOA device, if you had to return it, you would have to pay for shipping. You do have to pay for shipping. Um, I don't know how much it is to ship something to the UK. I do know it's cheaper than shipping it to China, but yeah, you do have to pay for shipping if there are any kind of repairs or returns. But their policy does state that they will refund you. Like if you're like returning something, they refund you before you ship it back.
I know.
So
Well, I'll be playing the game. The Dell law be in full effect once they come to Amazon. So if anything go wrong,
Amazon is very good at returns.
yeah,
It's
I love.
effortless.
I love it. Antoine say, like movies, etc. I know how to add storage to it. I just want to know, is there another way besides plugging up in a flash drive to add movies?
Do you
Uh,
want? Oh,
and
go ahead. Sorry.
no, he talking about the on box.
Oh, okay.
If I was you, Antoine, this is what I would do to eliminate all of that. I don't know if you got your own router. I'm hoping that you got your own router, because now you're taking charge of your network. If I was you, I would just get an external hard drive, maybe 2 of them. All right. I would get, because if you're only talking about adding movies and TV shows and stuff like that, forget that. I would not put it on no on box or anything like that. Um, I would do it with a Zidoo, but at the end of the day, you want a backup. So if I was you, I would just get an external hard drive. Um, Regardless of whatever it is you use, at the end of the day, you just want to have a backup. All right. Whether you use a SSD, whether you use a spinning, however you want to do it, you just want to make sure you have a backup. Right. So you can use one of these, right? Or you can do what I do. All right. You can do exactly what I do. And I'll show you in just a second what I do. Oh, matter of fact, here it is right here. I know I'm gonna pull this out, but I got 2, which I have right here. All right, I got one hard drive hooked up right here. Look at, you just heard it because I took it loose, and I also have a second one. I also have a second one as well, which is right here. So always have a backup. But if you got your own router, instead of you doing that on the on device, why not just get you a couple of external drives and hook it up to your router? That way you're going to turn that external hard drive into a NAS. All right. At the end of the day, it will become a NAS, and then you can use your network and just send your movies to that, and whatever device you're using, whether you use a Nova video player, if you have a Zidoo device, or if you're using Plex or VLC. If you just want VLC, you can actually it'll just pull whatever you send to those devices. And when you send it to one external hard drive, send it to the other one. All right. That way you're getting a backup behind your original. All right. And I'm telling you, you don't have to go out here and spend money really if you're not going to use. And again, I don't even use my NAS to a fuller capability, but I got it because I wanted to sit at the table. All right. That way I don't have nobody telling me what I don't know how Dale, because you don't have one. I wanted to be sitting at the table. I don't want to be like anybody that say, well, how because you don't even have one, you never owned one. Well, I own one. And it's the same analogy that I would use with an NVIDIA Shield. If you're going to get an NVIDIA Shield just to watch third-party applications and Netflix, Hulu, and all of that stuff, then you wasted your money. If you get a NAS just to put your movie content on, and you're not using anything else, it's just for your movies and TV shows and music, then you wasted your money, because you can get an external hard drive. Let's do this. Will it hurt if you wait another 5 seconds to play your content? No, I mean, it's not going to hurt. It just may take a little longer to play your content. So what I would do if I was you, instead of hooking up an external drive and putting your storage on that, honestly, I will make it as easy as possible. Get your own router. Get you a nice router. It doesn't have to be Wi-Fi 6, but if that's what you want to go with it. It's just that if you got a Wi-Fi 6 router, in order for Wi-Fi 6 to work, you got to have a Wi-Fi 6 device. Mm-hmm. All right. So if you don't have that, it's not going to work. Also, look, just take your media, your content in control. You control it. All right. Back in the day, I used to take a flash drive and hook it up and transfer and all of that. But now, after doing so much research and kind of piecing, this with that and that with this, there are all type of ways that you can get your content. Some people get a cloud service and they just send all of their media up to the cloud. And when they need it, the cloud, the device will reach out to the cloud and bring it down so they can watch it as well. So I would say, instead of you just doing a flash drive, if you want to make it as easy as possible for you, I would say get you an external hard drive, and put your stuff right on your router. I guarantee it'll be lights out. And all you have to do is go into your router settings and turn on your share option. That way, when you plug up that USB up to that device, automatically it'll be across your network. So even if you go upstairs to your television in your room, it'll be able to see what you have on your router. If you go on your phone, you pull out your phone or your tablet, it'll be able to see. And that way you can use applications such as, like I said, Nova Video Player. It's free. It's not the best, and it's definitely not the worst. And you can use that, or you can connect it to your Plex. If you got a Zidoo device, all you're gonna do is tell the Zidoo, hey, go get it from my newly created NAS that you set up. That's all that is. It's pretty straightforward though. It's really nice. I did it for years. And remember, I was told, well, I wasn't told, but it was explained that those devices break down. And I'm the first one to say, you're lying. That's not true. Because I've been doing this for years. And then what did I do? I even shared it, my drive. I shared it with y'all, and y'all saw some of that stuff that said created back in 2011, created in 2012. This got added. They got the dates on there. So, it's just up to you to see what works best for you, because all of us have different scenarios. Some people going to tell you to get a NAS, and then some people going to tell you to do it a budget way. Hey, man, go ahead, go to Best Buy, get you one of them 5 or 6 terabyte external drive, and then, going for 120 instead of you spending $400 or $500 on a NAS, a decent one, and now you got to go and get the drives to go in there. It's costly. It's costly. But to everybody, any drive can go down at any time. But how do you cure that? You back up. So even if you got one drive, always have a backup. You can have one plugged up into your router, and you can have the other one plugged into your PC. Or you can have them both plugged into your PC and turn on the share option on that. There's so many ways, man. It's too many ways to tell you the truth. It's so many ways we can get our content, and no one's way is better than no one. As long as you're getting your content, you're good. Are there faster options? Absolutely. But again, does it make a difference? When I hit that play button, as long as it play within 5 to 10 seconds, I'm good. I am good. And depending on the media, like you heard Brandon say, depending on the size of that bad boy, it might take a couple of, it might go around a few times depending on the size of it. Because now it's getting all of that data so it can display on your television or your monitor or something like that. So just
go ahead. Sorry.
Get it. I wouldn't even put nothing. I wouldn't even have anything connected to my to that on device, because it's a cheaper device. Not to say it doesn't work, because it does work. I just think you will get a better experience if you connect it to a source such as your router, things like that. But if you ain't got that option, then yeah, it's really no better way than using an OTG and connecting it that way to get to your content. You can do that as well. Whatever way works best for you, as long as you can get your content. And we all got to crawl before we walk. There's only a few of us that done started walking before we crawled. They were just special. Some kids do it. Some kids walk before they even crawl. It's been it's been told on plenty of occasions, but majority of the people crawl. We crawl, and then we learn this, and then we continue to learn and learn and learn. It doesn't come like that. So whichever way works for you, but I would say for you it sounds better if if you connect it to your router. But either way, you'll be successful though. Hopefully that answers your question. You got one
Okay.
right here too.
I was gonna
What type of storage are you using? Spinning hard
yeah,
drive,
I
SSD?
had a brain fart there. I use two 14 terabyte hard drives. And I'm sharing my screen. I'll show everyone exactly what hard drives I use. Let me pull this tab over here. These have been on sale forever at my Best Buy. These are just the regular Western Digital external hard drives. 14 terabytes isn't the biggest one, but my store never has anything larger, so I just always pick up a 14 terabyte drive. And let's see, if I have 14 terabytes, divide that by, let's say, 80 gigs, you could hold probably a little under that. So probably like 160 something 4K movies. Or something like 450 regular Blu-rays. So one of these holds a lot. Two of them hold even more, and they've been on sale for 240 forever. And I think that's a really good deal, especially when you look at um other size hard drives. Like the one we just looked at is 14 terabytes right here for 240. This
Yeah,
one's 5 for 110, which would mean you would get like I think 2.5 more terabytes for the same amount of money as if you just bought like 3 of these. Yeah, 3 of these. Um Western Digital is kind of the king of big size hard drives. That's just how it is at the moment. I don't have enough money to get that large of SSDs because 14 terabyte SSDs do exist. They just cost something like $5,000 or something.
yeah, it's
It's a lot
expensive.
of money. Um, and I never showed you guys what router I use, and I feel like that's another important thing. I use this ASUS router. I love ASUS as a company, but their routers are also very reliable. And this one specifically, the RT AX86U Pro, is my preferred one because for the price, um, it's very powerful. It's one of the most powerful routers that you can buy, meaning that network outages are incredibly rare. Updates take like 30 seconds max instead of like my old router used to take like 2, 3 minutes. And another cool thing is it actually has two USB 3.0 ports on the back. So
Mhm.
instead of just connecting one hard drive, you could connect two hard drives and share them over your network at the same time.
Mhm.
And it also has a 2.5 gigabit port right here, meaning if you have like more than gigabit speeds, so let's say you pay for 2000 megabits per second or 2 gigabit, you can connect it up to here, and these other ports, while they won't be at 2.5 gigabit, they'll be able to take advantage of that extra bandwidth. So let's say you had all four of these ports taken up, and let's say you didn't have that 2.5 gig port and you only had a 1 gig port. That means that that 1 gig port now has to share with all four of these. With this, you get, what is that, two and a half times more bandwidth, meaning that you can share more data with more devices, not only over Ethernet but over Wi-Fi. Um, and I got this on sale when it was like 175. It's definitely got more expensive, but as you can see from the reviews, people really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, and if you guys ever wanted me to show you how to share a hard drive or a USB drive plugged into this, like specifically on its specific software, I can do that because it's really simple. Um, Asus makes it really easy to share stuff and all that stuff, and their support is pretty decent. Like you call them up, and it takes maybe like what, 5 minutes to get an actual person. I don't call them that much just because the router works all the time, but it's pretty decent. And also, connected to my Zidoo for my two hard drives is this very expensive Insignia brand hard drive caddy. I just bought it because I needed it at the time and I didn't feel like going to Amazon. You can get one of these from Amazon for I think like $20, but this literally can just accept two hard drives as a USB port on the back and plug it up to the Zidoo, and it just detects two hard drives and it works perfectly fine.
You can actually plug those into your Zidoo. Yes. And shit, you can
And
plug that into your router, tell you the truth.
oh yeah, you could do that. If you didn't have two ports, you could plug the just this into one port and you could still do that.
Yep, you can plug that bad boy into your router and go from there. I got one of them things too. They somewhere around this joint.
Oh, one interesting thing that I don't know if you knew is that they have Wi-Fi 7 routers now.
Yeah.
There's one at my Best Buy by TP Link, and it's super expensive for no reason. I'm sure they still have it, but I did not know that they came out with Wi-Fi 7, and that's crazy. Yeah, here it is, right here. That's crazy to think about. We already have Wi-Fi 7. It's $600, but that's crazy. We already got Wi-Fi 7.
That's
Um,
crazy how I look. Show the back. Show the back
on the
up.
back, right here.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, this thing has. Oh, that's cool. No one's gonna know what this port is unless you're in IT. But this is what's called an SFP plus port. It's basically just like it could work as an Ethernet port or a USB port, but instead of it being 1 gigabit or 2 gigabits, it's 10. Meaning, like if you connect a hard drive to this, the hard drive is not going to perform anywhere near 10 gigabits per second, but it's fast. And this also has two 10 gigabit Ethernet ports right here, and four 2.5 gigabit Ethernet ports on here. So the whole router is just set to be quick.
Future proof.
Yeah, I have no idea what the quality is. It might be trash. I mean, I don't know.
It's early
Um,
stages right now.
Yeah. Well, it has 37 reviews at 4 stars, so
Yeah.
I have no idea why anyone would buy this considering that nothing is Wi-Fi 7 yet.
Yeah. Gail say, does that device mirror? I don't think you can mirror. It's really just a docking station.
Oh
You,
yeah,
uh,
it doesn't
yeah,
yeah.
you just put you can put them in there and name it. So like if you plug it into your computer, you can name both them drive. They'll read as separate. And so, but the good thing is, like, depending on what you have it connected to, right? Depending on whether it's your router, your computer, you'll just be able to just transfer that easy over to it, depending on which way you go. But it's I mean, it's nice. Some I done saw some techies out there, and they got the 5 bay. They got the 5 bay, and they, you know, whether it's mechanical or SSDs, they got them in there, and they just, you know, that's their network, you know, and they, you know, it's sweet, but it's not a mirroring. But I mean, it, what's the extra? Depending on what you putting on there. Now, if you putting a 250 gigabyte, you bagging that up, then yeah, it may take, depending on your network, it may take 8-9 minutes, 7-8-9 minutes, depending on your speed and how the network is going that day. But no, it's no mirror. It doesn't have any software or anything that will make it a RAID one.
Yeah, it's straight up just it's like you plug two USB drives into it.
Uh,
It shows up literally as two drives.
yes. Now the DOS, yeah, that's a whole nother, because the DOS, a DOS you can put it on a RAID one, and it might be a few dollars more. It's definitely gonna be a few dollars more, because you can. And again, you got to get your drives for a DOS. So it's very similar to a NAS, but depending on the circumstances, you can't go wrong with either one of them. Because yeah, you could turn that DOS into a NOS. That's all you got to do is connect it to your router, and you got your drive. So what you're saying, I think I know what you're saying. And for anybody that know, this is what she's talking about. And this bad boy heavy too, solid. This is what she's talking about, right? And you see that flash drive that I got hooked up to it. I just wanted to see how fast it'll transfer. But you could take this bad boy and connect it up to your router. You can connect it to the Zidoo. You can connect it to your PC. So you can connect this to the NVIDIA Shield and actually share your data across the network. And yeah, this might be a little cheaper, but you still got to get them drives though. But this will back you up though. This will back you up. And so as you see, I do have mines right here. Yep, so you see it right there. So, and I can do this one as well. But your boy don't be playing. I'm sitting at that table. I'm gonna sit at that table. That way, when cats come talking that nonsense, I can say, "No, dog, I don't agree with you on that one." And then we can have a discussion. All right.
I
So
just. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, so as you know, Miss Gail, I got them all. The NAS, the DAWs, the external drives, I got it all. That way, when people ask me, "Hey Dale, which way should I go?" or "What do you think about this?" I can give them my honest opinion. And again, I'm here for everyone. I'm not just going to tell you because not everybody can afford them devices. So we got to have what? Alternatives. Some of y'all may not even need that. Some of y'all can go out here and get an Amber X. You can get an Amber X. An Amber X pretty much does the same thing as NAS. It's just that the NAS got a little bit more software to it. But if I wanted to send somebody a link, I can use my NAS. If I wanted to send somebody a link on this, I can use this, the Amber X. And this bad boy come with 500 gigabytes of storage. And then you can add to it. And again, you see what on here? A flash drive. Because I want to see how long it would take to transfer, and see. And not only that, you can add, you got a memory card. So I can add as well to it. So again, it's all about being able to sit at that table and give everyone an option and say, hey, really when y'all send me emails saying, hey Dale, what do you think of this? This is what I'm working with. I can honestly give you an honest opinion and say, hey, well, look, if that's what you got, I will go with this. I will go with this, and I think you'll be good to go. Now if your money, you got $1,000 and you want to invest in your network, you got your own modem router, yeah, I'm gonna steer you the right way. Because everybody doesn't, I'm telling you, everybody doesn't need a NAS. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'll tell you that now. So Celtic, what up though? Go ahead, Brandon. What
I
up?
was just gonna say, could you share my screen right quick? I just found this QNAP DAWs on Amazon for. I'm not logged in, but it's Prime. It's a 4-bay for 217, and then you could fill it up with shoot.
You
If
fill it up
you
with any drive.
if you wanted a 14 terabyte hard drive, so you can get these Seagates right here for 220, so $20 less than the ones I have. So that would be what? So that would be 440, 880. So $1,100 for 48 terabytes, which is very decent. If you don't want to go that high, you could do something like 8 terabytes and shoot for 120. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
So in that case, it would be 120 times 4, 480. That'd be like $700. for 32 terabytes. Not bad.
Yeah,
One more thing I wanted to demonstrate is the router I have. The my computer is like maybe 5 feet away from the router, but it is over Wi-Fi, and I have gigabit up and down. But over Wi-Fi, I get at least half down, which is very, very good, especially over something like Wi-Fi 6.
yeah,
And you'll see once I test my upload, it'll probably be like 8 or 900. I don't know why my upload is just so much faster. But yeah, I'm getting almost my full speeds over Wi-Fi 6. So the router really doesn't play, and it doesn't sweat either. It's always working. It's always really fast, and it's just really reliable. So that router I showed you, I definitely recommend it.
yeah. So it's so many devices out there. Like Philly said, he got the Oracle 5 bay. And he said one connected to my NAS and the other one to the PC. So it's so many different options. It really comes down to what you're trying to do. And that's the beauty of it because everybody do their own thing. Everybody do their own thing. Like you see Vincent. Vincent say, listen, where is that? Where Vincent? Where Vincent? I see Kelton Lad. See Kelton say, yeah, he got a TS 490, a 464 NAS, three 8 terabyte Iron Wolf Red. Vincent say, look what Vincent say. He say, look, I have a 3 bay NAS, right? One is strictly business, and the other two are for my content. I back up my NAS with an eStore drive. So you see everybody giving their option. No, everybody's not sitting back saying you got to do this. Everybody do it their way because there's so many ways we can actually do it. So you right now. You got Gail on here. Gail got a Nas. Philly got a Nas. Celtic got a Nas. I got a Nas. Vincent got a Nas. Now, do everybody need a Nas? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, these are just things that make our life. Like Vincent say, hey, look, one of my drives is strictly for business. And he probably used that drive for personal, got his personal information just in case anything go wrong. Somebody in his family can go right there and get everything that they need right then and there. And so that's business right there. And then my other two, he say that's for playtime. That's why I just add all my content to. Whether he using it raid 0, raid 1, he he basically getting it to. Hey, somebody over there. I guess they still waiting, but he has it where that's my play, that's my toy right there, And he got his personal, and that's the same thing. I use mine for. So it's different things that we use and we set it on here. Like I created my wife her own folder. That way, whatever she want to go on there, she can go on there, just go on there and drop down, and she'll be able to drop everything on there. Whatever her pictures, her music, whatever she want to do, she'll be able to set her up. And that's the beauty of it, though. But let's see if we got any more questions before I get up out of
Uh,
here.
Vincent, though the drives I have are not specifically designed to go on a NAS, and you are correct in that they are marketed for, and they do have longer, like on the data sheets for specific NAS hard drives, they present longer lifespans, but NAS drives are those lifespans matter a lot when you're talking about constantly writing and reading data from a hard drive. So, like in a data center, those types of drives are very important because they're designed to be constantly used all the time. In terms of just like backing up regular personal files and stuff, you don't really need specific NAS drives unless you just want that extra sense of security in terms of like they usually come with a longer warranty and they do market them as having longer lifespans. But most people aren't constantly writing and reading from one drive all the time. So you can get something like a regular Seagate, what do they call them now? Like this Seagate Exos drive from Amazon for $220 and put it put four of them in a NAS and put movies on there or your personal files. But especially with movies, you're going to be doing like batch loads of just writing a bunch of movies to a hard drive and then reading them periodically. That really doesn't put a lot of strain on any hard drive. So you really don't have to worry that much about specific drives that are marketed towards NASes. Sorry.
Yeah. PA say friend of Zidoo users present who have made tests to run all the scripts in Apache inside it and supply they get to all. What's the question? Like, what's the question? PHP TV. Uh, I mean, I don't see a question. I see you got the Q, but I don't understand the question. Let me know what's the question. What's up, J Mac? What up, though? Oh, that's Chariot talking to Soul, bro. Say Dale, off topic. I was in that multi-device Bluetooth keyboard you can't find one. No, I think they stopped selling them. I think they stopped selling them. I can't find them either. I don't think they sell them anymore. I don't think they was cool for when we first got them. Sometimes them bad boys, shoot, that battery used to die. I can't remember. I ain't used this bad boy in so long. You probably gonna have to go to eBay and find that. Yup. SUPERDELL, I just have the two 8 terabyte drive. One is used for backup. Yeah, I got a 2 terabyte on. Well, I got. I don't know what's. Do I got 8 terabytes? I think I got two 8 terabytes in this one. I got. It might be two eights in this one. All the rest of my stuff is 4 terabytes. Everything. Vincent said, yeah, I use JBLB for content TV shows, 8 terabyte movies, 20 terabytes. I use WD Red only.
I just looked it up, and it looks like the most reliable hard drives from a company called Backblaze. Which you haven't heard of Backblaze, they're just a cloud backup company, so they know their thing about hard drives. They, according to them, the most reliable hard drive is just a baseline name brand Seagate from like 2012, and it has lasted them on average about 8 to 9 years, which is insane for hard drives. But yeah, it's not always it's not always about what the company says about their own product, because like I said, some of my most reliable drives have been just the baseline WD drives that come in like like an external drive caddy or whatever. Like I have a WD red drive upstairs specifically made for NAS devices, and that's the first hard drive I've ever had in my whole life that has failed. And it's weird. So I'm not saying like if you like a specific brand of drives, like it seems like Vincent, you like WD Red. I'm not saying don't get WD Red because like they're made for that. I'm just saying if you can't afford that extra price hike because they are more expensive hard drives, it really doesn't hurt to get a good name brand like Western Digital or Seagate and just probably don't get used hard drives. Used hard drives are not very reliable because you don't know how much they used all that stuff. So just get a new drive. Um, doesn't have to be the best. Probably don't get the worst, and you'll most likely be fine. Or you could be like me and just buy external hard drives from Best Buy when they're on sale, take off the plastic case, and literally inside of it is just one of these hard drives right here, which is just a regular old drive. And these things have lasted me for literal years. And I have terabytes upon terabytes upon terabytes of movies and TV shows on here, and they always start up quick. The drives never slow down. And I'm almost positive that 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 years from now, those drives will still be working.
Yep. Well, guys, we about to get ready to get up out of here because, of course, I'm trying to make it make it somewhere. Told you. Um, I was about to say, what the heck? Somebody, I just looked at my PayPal like, man, what's this charge? But I know what it is. Just wanted to make sure it's that Zidoo. It had that little E in front of the numbers. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Which one did you get? The Z20 Pro?
Yeah, you already know I went with the medium sized boy. I'm probably giving this one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Tell you the truth. I don't know, but I'll see. Uh but yeah, hey guys, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here because I got some things I got to take care of. Um Again, I do want to thank y'all. Also, for some of y'all who may not know, I know my people already know. Guardian of the Galaxy is out there. You can find it on your favorite. I I I, I went and got the uh I went and got the I ain't gonna say it, but one that I have is all like 50 something. I just wanted to test it out. So I ain't looked at it upstairs yet on my Hisense U8H television yet. That bad boy is so nice, man. Salute to y'all who gave me the idea. Listen, if you're looking for a television that's not expensive and the colors is just beautiful and black is black and not gray, your red is red and not orange, and your white is white and not ashy white,
And the
you know,
black is black.
black is everything, man. That is a nice listen, I'm gonna tell you this. They have taken over my now listen, the LG was in there all that time. Nobody was in the living room. Even though the LG is pretty solid, but the colors wasn't as vivid as this. Man, they I come home, they in there watching movies. And then Chris done hooked up the damn PS5 up to that bad boy, and now I have to threaten them to get out of my living room. All right. So salute, man. That television is a nice, great, superb budget television. All right.
Uh,
And they compared that bad boy to one of them $2,000 Sony televisions. So definitely if you're looking for a television and we got Prime Day that's coming up next week.
July 11th and the 12th.
Yep. So definitely pay attention to that. And then go from there. A lot of deals already happening, guys. That's all you got to do is just go on Amazon, search for something that maybe you haven't been looking for, search for it because it may be a deal. All right.
Oh, those U8Hs are starting to disappear.
Yeah.
They only have one left at my store, and the 55 inch and the 65 inch is out of stock.
Yeah. I got that big boy. I got that 75, man. And oh my goodness.
You
And,
gotta
and,
that TV looks good. And
and
just go ahead, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say for everyone who wants Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one on Blu-ray, it comes out on August 1st. So the 4K, the Blu-ray, all the special features and all that stuff will be on there. If you don't want to watch it on streaming or you want the best quality, that will come out on August 1st, which is kind of crazy considering that movie was just in theaters, not a long time ago.
It still is some theaters.
Disney is doing their thing. It's in theaters for maybe a month or two on Disney Plus.
Listen, hey, and the thing about it, look, I haven't watched the 4K, but maybe tonight. Or usually I'm an early bird because I get up super early, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I don't know if I can play it because I know they're gonna have some scenes that with the boom boom bang bang, and my wife is gonna be very upset coming out the room. Can you turn it down? But then when she watching her action films, is all right. I can be down here and you hear the boom, boom, bang, bang, and I never run up there or whatever. But uh, definitely, I'm going to watch it. Hopefully, it's good. I really, I got the Galaxy. I got all of them. But I heard this one was pretty good. So I'm gonna check it out. But other than that, I'm getting ready to get up out of here so I can go and see Insidious. Hey, Brandon, you want to talk to the people before we get up out of here?
I was just gonna say these new Zidoo devices are gonna make a big splash. Like they're definitely worth the upgrade. Um, Especially if you're going from something small like the Z9X. It's an easy, and I mean easy upgrade to the Z9X Pro. It looks better next to a TV because it's black. Um, for sizes of the TV, it comes in 55, 65, 75, and 85, I think. Um, but yeah, it's definitely worth the upgrade. If you have one of the more expensive ones, um, maybe don't. I'm sorry.
No,
Maybe.
no. He asked me what size. I didn't want to cut you off, so I was
Oh no, you're all good.
75.
Um, just if you have one of the more expensive ones, maybe. Actually, in my opinion, if you had like the Z10 Pro, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to go to kind of downgrade, but not really downgrade to the Z9X Pro just to not spend that much money. But yeah, y'all should upgrade just for the speed. The cutouts sometimes they don't happen no more. Everything's working perfectly fine. You got the new Android. And someone asked about the new chip. What is there anything special about that? It's the no. It's just an upgrade to the same chip. It's the same thing. It's just more RAM. But yeah.
Hey, William, I hit you back on that email you sent me too. So, Will, check that out. I don't know if you checked your email, but I did email you back because that was interesting. But just know it ain't gonna stop nothing. Will, hey, I ain't gonna even talk about it, but hey, answer your email, Will, and you'll see what I said. It's all good as long as we don't get on these airways and tell it. It's up to them to guess where we at, so or where it's coming from and stuff like that. So, only reason they caught up because a lot of us, including myself, was on YouTube saying what service is this and this and this and this, and not knowing that everybody else could be paying attention. Some of them people, we were basically telling you where to go to get these guys, but we don't do that no more. So we good. But guys, hey, I'm about to get up. I'm about to get out of here. I ordered the Zidoo, and again, I ordered the Zidoo Z20 Pro. Again, checking it out. And I'm gonna run that bad boy. I'm gonna run it and let you know. Some people may want to upgrade. Some people, I'm gonna tell you what some people do. Some people get the upgrade and they sell what they have. They may sell it to a family member at a discount or put it on eBay for a discount. So it really comes down to what you want, you need. I'm gonna get it for y'all. That way, I'll be able to give you my perspective and say, hey, this is what I found out. This doesn't work. This worked, and go from there. But the way it's sounding, Brandon say pretty much everything is running. And so all I'm gonna do is put some premium IPTV on there and see if it's ready to go and check it out, and then go from there. But other than that, guys, I got people waiting on me. Big salute to Brandon. Thank you, man, for coming on, blessing me again. Always doing your Zidoo work. And then to my donators, man, salute to everybody that actually donated via PayPal and Super Chat. I appreciate that always. But we're gonna have it coming, man. We gonna keep it coming and have some fun and let you know what it is. Cause over here, we just tell it like it is. All right. And again, I'm sitting at that table. All right. And that's the best thing. When you sit at that table, you good to go. All right. So everybody, y'all be safe. Happy Friday. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourself. And we are out of here, guys. Salute. Peace. So we'll talk to y'all later. Hey.